So next, a more affordable version of the Apple Vision Pro expected to arrive in 2025. So what are your thoughts here?
I mean, well, you're the VR guy, so I really want to hear. I'll share what I'm thinking, and then I want you to kind of give some more VR perspective, right?
All right.
So, I mean, I think this makes sense because at $3,500, there's just no way I will not buy one. I can't afford it. I got too many kids, too much stuff going on. I can't do it. So I think it's interesting. I mean, I think the article talked about maybe using lesser quality screens, which is fine for me. It also talked about using AirPods for the sound rather than the headset doing the sound, which also is fine for me. So I think there's different ways they can save money. To me, the big question is like, what can they bring it down to? Because if they just bring it down to $2,500, still a no-go for me. So I just, I love the idea. I can't spend that kind of cash. So, but like, what's your perspective? I mean, I know you're a big Meta Quest user.
Yes,
like,
I am.
What's that about? What are you thinking?
So I've read a lot about this, and it sounds amazing. I mean, it sounds just mind-blowing the way the eye tracking works and that kind of stuff. The Cortex podcast that our friend Bobby's turned us on to, they did a long breakdown of because one of the guys got to try it. It sounds amazing, but I'm not going to get one anytime soon either. I'm not really an Apple guy to speak of, so there's that too. It was interesting though. Of course, they named it the Vision Pro initially, so it was already kind of assumed like they'll have a normal Vision that comes out in a few years that's lesser. Yeah, and really, I think the $3,500 isn't an issue because they're not trying to sell it to normal folks. Because there's not much it does. I mean, the idea here is to get developers on board and start making apps, and then in a couple of years, there's a bunch of apps that do cool stuff, and they can bring out a cheaper version, and it could work out well. And so the thought is, at least in my mind, in a couple of years, the Pro one should be a little less expensive. They should be able to get priced down, maybe to $2,500 for it, and so then a consumer one could be sub $2,000, which would be palatable, I guess. But you're still comparing like the Meta Quest 3 that's coming out this fall. That's pretty sweet for $500. Like, it's a whole world apart. So
that's tough, man. That's tough.